Hey, what is up, Instagram and everywhere in the internet? What's up, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube? It's your girl, Martha D. Staub. I want to do a quick video. Lots of things have been happening. I haven't had time to do videos as much as I'd like to. It's kind of funny when you're a marketer and you have all of these plans. I actually wrote out on my calendar, hold on, let me show you. Where's my calendar? So I wrote out content that I was supposed to write for each week for MDMC. Didn't happen, none of it happened. It's hard when you are your own, see, I'm the wealth of knowledge here. I'm the only one that really knows how to execute all these things. And I haven't had the ability to outsource some of my tasks yet, which I might be looking for an intern here soon. I'm crazy busy. I actually want to talk about that. It's been insane. And I think if you guys have been following around on social media, you guys have been aware, you guys have been seeing some of the postings that have been going out through MDMC. So I want to talk about that, and also a tip of advice for a lot of people that are looking for marketing help. So let me start with MDMC first. Last month I announced MDMC East, and that team consists of two of my very good friends that I met through the Power Ranger world, Eddie and Lewis. They live out in New York City, and because I am located here in Southern California, I have this market pretty much tapped into the Comic-Con world and, you know, small businesses in the area that really need the help. And so I was thinking in my mind, of where I want to see MDMC grow. I've always, in my heart of hearts, have always wanted an East Coast office. I always thought it would be so dope to have a New York City office. And I actually remember a couple years ago, I was walking around the village, and I don't know why, but I like the idea of MDMC East being in the village. I know the New York boys are gonna be like, you're insane. But I have very fond memories of walking around New York City in the wintertime, picking out locations of where it could be. And good times. I miss those times. But I sat there and I was like, you know, I would really love to have a New York office. And so whenever lots of things have happened that have pushed me into working for myself, I'll have to get to that at some point. It's an interesting story. I may talk about it in my end of year recap video, which I will do. But you know, a lot of things happen for a reason, and I think we are directed in life for a very specific reason. And I think, you know, me being where I'm at right now is for a bigger purpose. So it is what it is. I'm really happy with expanding on to New York. My boys out there are very much in tune to the market, and they have a lot of resources that can help us expand into that market. So that was one of the reasons why we announced MDMC East. Just the other day, I announced MDMC Southwest, and I know a lot of you are like, what the fuck, what are you doing? Well, let me explain. In the best of my ability, I'm gonna explain this, but I have been talking to someone that I've known for a really long time. And this person, I met them in college, and we have been friends for almost 10 years now. I graduated 10 years ago from Eastern Mexico University with my bachelor's degree. And this person has been someone who has been, I don't know why, but truly inspired with the work ethic I demonstrate, the overall vision for MDMC, where I want it to become, you know. And I think because I have been, you know, really pushing forward and trying to create this brand, this company, this figment of my imagination into real life, someone was really inspired by it. And they said, I would love to work with you in some form or fashion. And I said, well, let me acquire your company then. Play Monopoly. And they said, okay. And it was a quick, like, it was probably one of the most easiest decisions this person came up with. Like, yes, you can have my company. So I acquired Schroeder Creative Services, and then I basically made Mark, the owner of Schroeder Creative Services, an advisor for the Southwest region. And now he is expanding into the market that I have been eyeing for a while. As you know, we are from New Mexico. We were, I was raised in New Mexico and in Roswell, of all places. And when I graduated college, I fled. I was like, I'm done, I'm out. And I was on the East Coast for a little bit. And then I did not like the East Coast that I was in. Like, if I was in New York, it would have been a whole different ball game. But I was in a very interesting part of the East. And I just could not wait to be back on the West, because in my mind and in my heart of hearts, I knew that my career was sitting here in California. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. You know, my career kind of grew from here. It took about 3 months after moving here in May of 2012 that, you know, I landed a job and I worked my way up, and then everything kind of happened. And then everything kind of fell apart this year, actually last year. And 2018 set into motion a lot of things that were really very much to break apart a human spirit. And I think in life, lots of things happen to people that don't deserve it. And it's how you come back up from being plummeted to the ground. And it sucked. But it was something that had to happen. And here we are. So I'm over here playing Monopoly and trying to figure out how I'm going to take over the US. But I picked New York and the Southwest for very specific reasons. I think both markets have something to offer us. And I think that it is only logical that we go in those directions. So if you've been wondering what all this means, I've been meaning to do a video for it. So yeah, that's what MDMC East and MDMC Southwest is for. And as of right now, MDMC is on the East or on the West Coast. So we are here in Southern California. With that being said, I ran around LA about 2 weeks ago, and I started to let other people know, hey, you know, I'm in business for myself. It's all me, only me, because I'm the only one with a marketing brain at the moment, except for Southwest. Mark is, you know, he owned his own firm for a while, and he is pretty much like a clone of me in the thinking process of marketing. So he can take on the tasks and he can execute the tasks. Unless something happens and he needs my help, then, you know, then he'll call me in. But it's kind of cool to have another marketer on staff that can do what I can do and execute. So that's pretty cool. But I ran around LA and started talking to people and started saying, hey, look, this is what's happening. And they said, that is so cool. That's awesome. Like, they passed out, they have my cards. They have my postcards that I showed you that I ordered through Canva. And those are out and about. So I'm really excited. And in that, you know, I scored a really cool deal for something coming up in February. So I'm really excited. I won't announce it yet because we're finalizing stuff on that. But, you know, I think getting outside your comfort zone, talking to people, letting people know what you're up to, it really opened the door for a lot of things. So this past 2 weeks, nothing but positivity has been flowing through our streams. We were getting phone calls, emails, website submissions of people just wanting help. And with that came today to my topic of what I really want to talk about. And people are hitting me up saying, hey, I hired a marketing company to do X, Y, and Z, and I want you to take a look at that and see if it's legit. You have no idea how many phone calls I get debunking companies. It is insane how many companies are out there. There are people out there that say, oh, we can help with your social media presence. We can help you with your website. We can help you with this. And I went and I looked at proposals people have been given. And I look on their website. The website's trash. They said they can help with social media. Let me look at their social media. 50 followers on each page. Now, I get it. Social media is hard. Especially nowadays. Like now, you know, my Instagram's at 1,500. I think Facebook's at 300. I got to start pumping in some more money into both of those. But you can't promise people something. And if you're not delivering for yourself, why would anyone hire you? It's insane. I was sitting here looking at these accounts and I'm like, how can these people help you if they can't even demonstrate what they can do for themselves? And that's one of the reasons why the MDMC accounts have been so important, because I wanted to make sure that we were portraying who we really are, our brand colors, you know, have a uniformed look, because we can do that for us, we can do that for other people. And that's why we get hired, plain and simple. So don't be out, God, for the love of God. If you're a marketer, do not sell people on hopes and dreams and, you know, say you can do X, Y, and Z if you can't do it for yourself. I mean, I have firsthand knowledge of that. That's great. That's a great little tea time thing I can do later. I don't want to get into it right now because I'm not here to shade people, but I'm just here to warn people that if you are going to go into paying somebody for services that they can't do for themselves, it's probably a bad deal. Don't do it. And if you need help debunking the people that are giving you this false hope, call me, text me, email me, slide into the DMs on this video if this has happened to you, because the last thing you want is someone to say they can do X, Y, and Z and then charge you a really high amount to do it when they can't do it themselves and their website looks like shit. I just can't wrap my head around it. So if you feel like you're being scammed, call me. I will help you debunk that. So that's it. That was the one thing I really wanted to talk about. And just because I've been seeing way too many people get these ideas that's gonna help them, don't do it. I charge way less for so much more. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a rundown of MDMC East, Southwest, and the main MDMC hub. We are here located in Southern California. No, I won't talk about that yet. Okay, yeah, I won't talk about that yet. I have to figure out, like, I have so many things to talk about, but IGTV requires this to be a 15-minute video, and we're already going into 13 and a half, so that's it. I will do an end of the year recap for sure. That has to get done. So I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Friday. And if you need anything, hit me up. Link in the bio. Message on the comments. Whatever. Hit me up. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you soon.